I noticed something a couple of days ago. Typically, my morning routine, and this might sound very sad, is I'll typically load up YouTube after getting like a coffee and see what's going on in the world of gacha. Usually, you've got like a few Genshin drama videos, a few CCs, uploading stuff saying what they don't like about the game, what's going on. Like, typically, there's something going on. And something that I've noticed pretty much since Nod-Krai dropped is it's very quiet in the Genshin space right now. I noticed this a couple of times, and if we even just search Genshin Nod-Krai, you can see most of this content is actually just either from the Genshin official account or it's explaining lore. This kind of brings me back to, honestly, like before Sumeru days, dude. It's very quiet. And that might not be a bad thing. Even if, sorry, I gotta look underneath my camera for this. Even if we just type in Genshin in the search box and we scroll down, like we got Genshin Official, Genshin Official, Genshin Official, Doro talking about Nod-Krai, Genshin Official, Gacha Gamer 6.0 recap. I haven't seen this, but this is from 3 weeks ago. There's not that many people discussing Genshin right now. And I actually think it's a good thing. I think with Nod-Krai, they followed up on almost everything that they said they were going to follow up on. Now, I'm not saying that Nod-Krai is perfect. I'm not saying that 6.0 is perfect. But the things that Hoyoverse said they were going to do in that live stream for the behind the scenes of Nod-Krai, they did. And they did it well. Very well. I'm not going to get into too much nitty gritty details about things like the live stream and the rewards and the anniversary and stuff like that, because everything's been discussed about that now. There were some bad things, and there were some great things. It is what it is. But I kind of just want to focus on post release of 6.0. So we had the Archon quests. I know they're not technically called Archon quests, but I'm going to call them that. And integrated within those Archon quests was the character story quests. And if I do say so myself, I think they did it flawlessly. I think they integrated it in such a way that really showcases the characters that they are trying to showcase while making the story about them and the overarching plot. The character story quests aren't involving like tons of random NPCs that we just don't care about because we just met them and we're going to spend an hour or two with. It's about the characters and it's about their backstory. Why are they here? What is their game plan? What is their purpose to us, the player and the traveler in the game? What do they serve, right? And I think they did it incredibly well. I'm excited to see what they do with the rest of it during Nod-Krai, because that was one of my biggest positives. The other thing I think Nod-Krai did incredibly well, given the Traveler so many voice lines during both of these quests. I'm pretty sure the Traveler, whichever one you play, got more voice lines in 6.0 than they did in all the previous Archon quests combined, or at least close to it. It was incredible, dude. I really enjoyed that. It was a big step in the right direction. I just loved it. I think they're making a lot of really good decisions for the story right now. Just to preface this, I myself am a player of Genshin Impact for the story. I don't play for the combat. I literally spent a whole day doing combat yesterday. I did the Spiral Abyss, I did Imaginarium Theater, I even did a bit of Stygian Onslaught. I know, bite me, Stygian Onslaught. I just don't enjoy it. I don't like the combat. I had this thought the other day, and it's like, if I could go back and re-experience a couple of video games for the first time again, would Genshin be on that list? It's a list full of like Dark Souls, The Witcher 3, Skyrim, games like that left a lasting impression on me. And for a different reason, yes, I would want to experience Genshin again for the first time. Because when you get introduced to this sick elemental reaction combat system, it feels magical. It's something that I don't recall many other games doing at all, at least not to this extent with the elemental reactions, right? And I really enjoyed it. I really did, for like a solid year or two. But now with the lack of what is fun to me for Endgame, and it basically just being a lot of damage checks, even with the new Nod-Krai enemies, right? The Wild Hunt, they have basically just an extra HP bar that you can negate if you have the lunar charge reactions, but there's no free characters that offer that. I know doesn't for some ungodly reason. That is the one negative I think I would say about Nod-Krai, by the way. I know not having a moon wheel and being able to trigger lunar reactions is absolutely insane to me, considering the design of the Vision is a moon wheel. They just, for some reason, decided to quite literally pay-gate lunar charge reactions. I really don't understand that choice. That is the one negative that I can really come up with, and I do think it's scummy. I don't like that. But the rest of the patch, dude, I'm very happy with. It's a plot point that I'm like, I can put it to one side, honestly, to just glaze for a minute, and I'm fully aware I'm glazing in this video for the most part. But what did I tell you guys? I said, hey, if Hoyo do something bad, I will call it out, and if they do something good, I'll praise it to high heavens, dude, and that's exactly what I'm doing. The quests were fantastic. The world quests, really, really good. I haven't even read the super important lore books yet. I plan to do that today, actually, on live stream. Probably watch Dowit's video on it because I heard he explains it all very, very well. And then exploration in Nod-Krai. Honestly, dude, people were complaining about Llama being like a exploration power creep. Bro, barely. The Kuvaki in Nod-Krai are great for traversal. A lot of people say they don't last long enough. Just switch the freaking colors, man. They last a little longer. It's fine. Honestly, the place isn't that big to begin with, and it's not. I feel like it's not super vertical to an extent where like you're struggling climbing and stuff. But I also do have other characters that aid in exploration, so maybe that made it a bit easier for me. The compass change for Nod-Krai. Oh my god, dude. I really think they should retroactively implement this compass style to the previous compasses. It is. I think I saw Doro tweet about this actually, like with a joke petition. I think it's incredible. I think it just makes exploration so much easier. And if people don't want to use it, then just don't use it. Right? It's a net positive. There's a lot of things that Genshin haven't added in 6.0, which I don't think they're gonna add at this point. I feel like the skip button, we're kind of just beating like a dead horse at this point. If they were gonna add it, they would have added it by now, bro. I really feel like they would have, or at least explained why they haven't, or that they will. I'm kind of over it. It is what it is. It's not gonna benefit me that much anyway. I don't really plan to make another account without a skip button, so I'm good. And then the character constellation stuff, people are very hit or miss about that. I personally, I think I'm just going to get like Hu Tao or something. I don't know. I just don't really care enough about that kind of stuff for my account personally. My account's in a good enough state now, it's a privileged position to be in a gacha game because I have spent money in the past. I haven't spent money for months now, and I don't plan to spend money again. I've still got like 20k primos after pulling for Loma. I'm good. I literally don't spend primos unless I want a character anymore. But yeah. So I think with Nod-Krai, they've really knocked it out of the park. I really, really do. And the fact that there's nobody talking about Genshin at the minute, other than like the very stereotypical videos of these 5 things change everything. Like we literally have I Win to Lose here, 5 Nod-Krai upgrades that change everything. We've got which 5-star. We've got guides. We've got guides to the most basic stuff yet again. We got lore videos. I haven't actually watched this, by the way. You can see it's on 1 minute 30. I was 1 minute 30 into it, and for some reason it just skipped to the end. So I'm going to end up watching that at some point for sure. Obviously, we just had the Hoyo Fair, which was absolutely goated. I feel like the community is just at a solid spot right now, and listen, this is not me talking lightly. The Genshin community has been in good and bad spots, and it will always be in good and bad spots. All it takes is for Hoyo to do one thing, or even Wuwa to do one thing, or ZZZ, HSR, and everything will be in turmoil yet again. I am not silly. I am privy to that knowledge. I fully accept it. But right now, it just feels calm. And it's very rare that we get a moment of calm in the Genshin space. And I'm kind of like, a lot of people are like, well, what about your content? It's like, yeah, I make content on drama and stupid situations, but bro, I'm okay with it being a bit quiet. I'm cool with it being good. I want Genshin to be good. I want this game to be good and succeed and improve. And yes, it's not perfect. Yes, there's a long way to go. But the amount of improvements they have made for Nod-Krai is a very good sign, in my opinion. I'm very curious what all of y'all think about Nod-Krai. If you think it is a good update, if you don't, let me know down in the YouTube comments and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. And on a side note here, I do just quickly want to talk about the voice actors. And don't get scared. Do not get scared, because I know, trust me, I know. Whenever there is a situation with voice actors, it's usually a negative thing. But I just want to say, dude, I got to give props to the new age voice actors, I think is the best way to put it. We had Yehuda's VA, Sonia Kruger, just posting absolute bangers, memes, super Gen Z vibes, but I love it, dude. I love it. It's like lighthearted, childish fun, as it should be, you know? Kat Pratano doing the exact same thing. Kariana, there's just so many VAs right now. Obviously, the OGs as well. Anyako, we got freaking Sayu. There's just so many good VAs in the industry right now, and it's warming my stupid little heart to see the community just happy again. And for the people that are trying to cancel Kat Pratano right now for shipping Rhea and freaking Skirk, even though it was mainly a joke because the two VAs are, I'm pretty sure, literally married in real life. Grow up, get a life. I was going to make a video on that, but I decided, you know what? The space is quite positive right now. Let's try keep it that way. Let's try keep it a little bit positive. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to glaze a little bit today, dude. I ain't going to cap. I'm really happy with it. Also, I got a new mic setup. The mic's the same, but the mix is different. Let me know if the audio's good, if the voice sounds decent at all, or if I need to change anything. Is it too bassy? Is it too tenory? I don't know. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. At least daily uploads going forward, man.